You can't be serious. I'm utterly against it. Kazusa, why would you accept such a thing? Aren't you my mother? Regarding this concert in Japan, I'm also fulfilling the role of your manager. That makes it all the more absurd. I'm not some idol, you know. I'd say you're something similar to one. At least the brand name Kazusa is right now. I don't give a crap about that. I never asked for this. Why are you so against it anyway? I love interviews. Doesn't it feel great to have the whole world paying attention to you? Unlike you, I wasn't born an impudent weirdo. Hey, Kazusa! It's about time you became more independent instead of relying on me for everything. What a funny joke. I don't think there are many children who have been abandoned by their parents as I have. And that's precisely why I'm atoning for those mistakes right now. You can see it as another aspect of your rehabilitation process to familiarize you with society. Don't talk to me like I'm some social misfit. If you think I'm wrong, try to blend into society a bit more. Be it your staff, fans, or the mass media. I heard that you glared at a reporter last night. That may not be put in any article, but it sure has spread as a rumor. It's her fault. She wouldn't stop following me around no matter how much I ignored her. They wouldn't follow you around so much if you gave them a few comments. I just don't want them to pry into me so much. I just want to play the piano in peace. People who intend on putting bread on the table by playing the piano can't live without mingling with others. No one will put money into someone who won't promote themselves. That's why I have you. See? For how long do you intend to leech off me? Regardless, exclusive coverage is just absurd. I'll refuse that if anything at all. Even if the person in charge is Guitar-kun?
They picked me?
Yeah, they went out of their way to ask for you specifically. They said that if it's not Kitahara, then it won't happen. The interviewee wants you alone, you know? It's not common for a newcomer to be called on like that. This is your big chance, you know?
But that's not what Kazusa herself wanted, right?
No, I'm pretty sure she did. Why do you think otherwise?
This means that while Hamada-san and the others were getting excited planning this idea, Kazusa and I were arguing about her return to Japan.
By the way, you were against picking her up before, too. Could it be that she said something rude during the interview?
No, nothing like that. The interview was the only thing that went smoothly. The issue is everything else. That's why we've decided not to see each other again.
Regardless, you're all we've got both in terms of skill and connections. And also, as far as our manpower is concerned.
But it's not befitting for someone to let their private affairs influence their work, especially not for a newcomer. But there is one thing I absolutely can't compromise on. That is to not hurt Setsuna any more than I already have. Even if it's just Kazusa and me in the same room without anything happening. I don't think Setsuna would be able to remain at ease. I have enough confidence to believe that Setsuna loves me to that extent, because that's the extent I love her. That's why...
But if you refuse now, I'll have to force someone else to do it. And no one wants that.
But you just said that everything will be canceled if I said no.
Obviously, we wouldn't give up that easily. We're the mass media, after all. Besides, just because we forfeit this chance doesn't mean that other magazines will. Don't you think that things will devolve into a fight about who can gather data on her, causing her only more trouble?
Surely not.
This morning, she had an argument with a journalist. Luckily, it didn't escalate into anything serious.
That idiot. Be it someone she hates or not, can't she act even a little bit polite? No, she can't. She wouldn't be the Kazusa I know if she were capable of that.
Think about it a little more. You can give me your final decision at the end of the week.
Hamada-san.
What about it? I said no, regardless of who's in charge. Oh? Did you think I was going to be delighted at hearing his name? Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but your intuition was wrong. Regardless, I expected you to react in a dramatic manner. This is just what I predicted. Have you noticed? You've been emotionally unstable ever since you came back to Japan. You haven't slept much, have you? It's just jet lag. It'll go away soon. Thanks to that, your piano is getting more clumsy. To be honest, I feel a bit uneasy about holding a concert at this rate. The interest in your concert is high, so if you mess up even slightly, everything will be turned on its head by the mass media you hate so much. What about it? What does that have to do with the interviews? I have no clue what you're getting at. If you see them as nothing but interviews, then you certainly wouldn't understand. If you want me to feel better, then it would be far more efficient if you just shut out all the noise around me. Why don't you try it out? Kazusa! Either way, I won't let anyone distract me any further. Notify that bunch out there in the lobby of that for me. Of course I can't do that. Not as your public relations manager. I want to improve my relationship with them. For your sake as well. I don't give a damn about that. Well, let's stop here for today. I got a lot of things to take care of this afternoon. So, practice on your own until I come back. Where are you going? A lot of work in the afternoon? Until when? Like I keep telling you. Stop relying on me for everything. Don't ever come back then.
January 11th, Friday.
Good morning!
Good morning. It's been a while, Ogiso-chan. You've become even cuter than last time.
Thank you very much. Here, have some refreshments.
That professional smile of yours is also only getting better and better.
Huh? You can tell? I guess I still have a long ways to go.
And little by little, you will start losing that pure heart of yours. In the beginning, your face would get bright red as you got mad at me, though that too was also cute in its own way. You keep calling her cute every time you see her, Yamaguchi-san. No wonder she's gone numb to it.
If you keep repeating the same phrase, it won't have any impact.
Shut up, you two. Come to think of it, I heard you were at it again for the first time in a while, Ogaso-chan.
At it?
I'm talking about your third appearance in Studio Troy. You're having a live concert next week, aren't you?
Oh no! Why do you know about that? It's just a minor event in a tiny studio.
I keep telling you I'm your biggest fan, Ogaso-chan. That's why I know every single thing about ya.
Wow!
Don't actually take a step back from me.
Isn't there drummer Sagita-san? You know, the one with an exclusive contract with us? That place is his home stage.
And he heard the news from the master of that place. He told us all about it yesterday.
He heard the news? That I was going to appear?
He said that the legendary songstress is appearing on stage for the first time in a year. So make sure everyone in the industry comes to see.
I'm not legendary. I'm just a backup singer.
But look, it even says so on the leaflet. This thing is being spread around far and wide, you know.
Oh no.
I've heard a lot more too about this Ogaso Setsuna legend. For example, during her university festival, she broke the record with her performance.
That was during high school, not university. Or how she suddenly started singing out loud during her interview. That's because he asked about my hobbies.
That's not all. You're famous for singing during our presentation too. Unbelievably well, I might add.
That's because they asked me which song I was talking about.
Wouldn't you usually just play a recording in cases like that?
I forgot to bring a recording, but going to fetch one would take too much time, so I had no choice. I'd believe you if it happened only once or twice.
I know what this is. Ogaso-chan looked like an intellectual ever since she left Hojo. But her true calling is in expressing her feelings.
I can't deny that that's a part of me.
Why would such a legendary songstress bother doing public relations work? Normally, you'd be better off debuting as a singer.
Because I don't have the skill to become a professional. This is nothing more than a mere hobby. And stop calling me a legendary songstress.
But I'm sure you'd sell well. Frankly speaking, that goes for more than just her singing.
I can't deny that. To be honest, Ogaso-chan is the type who's either incredibly popular with women or incredibly envied by them. Motoko-san, please, give me a break. It's fine. I'm one of the ones who like you. For the most part. If you were to debut, I would cheer you on. I won't and I can't. After all, I know what true geniuses are like. I couldn't possibly walk the path of music.
Oh, how interesting. The genius who made the legendary songstress give up. Is that person a professional now?
She's beyond a professional.
Kitami-san is here. Everyone stand by.
All right, let's give it a all today.
Yeah, I look forward to working with everyone.
Same goes for me.
Same goes for me. Yep, we must always give it our best, no matter what it is. I'll give that 75 points out of 1,000. Then stop applauding. It reeks of sarcasm. I wouldn't be able to play a performance this half-assed even if I tried. I'm impressed in a way. Kazusa, you didn't get any sleep last night either, did you? Most of your food is still left there too. I'm starting to get sick of this jet lag excuse. Shut up. I'm not going to ask what the matter is, because it's not like I have no idea. There is a reason. Nothing in this country fits me. Well, you can keep telling yourself that, but you know, you lived and breathed the air of this land for almost 2 decades before leaving. Back then, I had no other place to live, so I wasn't even aware that it didn't fit me. Now, it's different. This isn't the place for me to live. It's nothing but one of the countless countries in the world. Even then, you were the one who decided, you know. You chose to come to Japan to play here. I know that. So I'll quickly get it over with and quickly return home to my true homeland. But if you go on like this, you won't be able to play anything worth listening to for anyone. I'll get better. There's plenty of time until the concert. I'll slowly build up something good. I'm praying that that's the case. I cannot bear seeing my fellow countrymen being disappointed in my own daughter. I want to concentrate. Can you get out? Fine then. Do your best. At least enough to sound impressive to amateurs. Mind your damn business. Oh, by the way, I have business tonight, so I won't return to the hotel. My phone will probably be off too. This again? You've been out fooling around without restraint ever since you came back to Japan. This is, after all, my first long-term stay in Japan in a long time. I have to take the opportunity to catch up with old friends. I'm just happy you're still at it at your age. Unlike you, I have a lot of friends. You have a lot of men too. Unlike you, I don't have feelings for them. It looks like it's about to snow today. Make sure to keep yourself warm tonight. Even if you can't sleep, at least lay down and close your eyes. Don't act like my mother. Right, see you later. Come on, I need to pull myself together. What am I even doing?
Miss. Miss. Hey, miss.
What?
We're here now. Anjuku Imperial Hotel.
Oh,
Are you okay? You seem under the weather.
No, I'm fine. It's just that I have cold chills even though my body feels warm.
That doesn't sound fine at all. Should I take you to the hospital?
So, it's okay. Thanks for your concern.
Don't mention it. Have I seen you somewhere before?
How much for the trip? Excuse me? I'm Itakura from Shandy Editing of the Orient Magazine. You are Kazusa-san, correct? Could I ask you a few questions, if it's alright? Sorry, but I'm tired. It'll take no more than 2 or 3 minutes. It won't be any bother. I just said I'm tired. You say that every day. Come on. You could at least give us a few moments. Then I'll go ahead and begin. Thank you very much. Right. Actually, I want to shift away from the piano this time. And instead, ask about your fashion, Toma-san. Huh? I see you're wearing primarily black and stylish getup that goes well with your beautiful long black hair. It's become the talk of the town among women your age. No, what are you talking about? Go ahead and tell me everything about all the brands you use, makeup tips, and your approach to outfit coordination. I don't understand at all. What kind of interview is this? Oh, and also, we'll send a request at a later date, but we look forward to doing a photo shoot with you too. We're going to have you on our front page. You can bring whatever attire you want with you, or you could just leave it to us to pick the outfit. I'm sorry for changing the subject. Hey. Yes, what is it? Let's not keep anything hidden. Tell me everything. I really want to be left alone today. I'm seriously tired. In that case, instead of standing out here, how about we sit down at the hotel cafe? Or if you haven't eaten yet, we could go to a place that serves food. I can guide you to countless places nearby. There's no need to worry. Our company will, of course, pay the bill. So, please, follow me.
Touch me.
Yeah? Don't touch me. Yeah! What are you doing all of a sudden? No, I'm so... No matter how you look at it, that's going too far. Ow, I hit my knee. There are things you can and can't do. Just because I'm in a weaker position doesn't mean that... Wait! Toma-san! Toma-san! Wait! It's cowardly to run away. Wait for me. Besides, you dropped your bag. Why? Why does this have to happen to me? All of this is his fault.
The moment I leave the Kazusa building, I notice the ground is wet. According to the weather forecast, it will either rain or snow tonight. But it seems like the weather itself is doing its best to contradict that. The raindrops that fall upon my face are painfully cold. This is sleet, as people with umbrellas wear sullen expressions as they walk about the streets with a quickened pace. The sleet means they need the cover of umbrellas unlike on regular snowy days. No, they're still vulnerable to slipping on the snow underfoot. I stare absent-mindedly at the scenery for a while, but it seems that the sleet isn't going to weaken anytime soon, let alone subside completely. While I'm at it, I thought that going back to the 3rd floor to retrieve my foldable umbrella was too much trouble. Even so, trying to endure the current situation without doing anything isn't going to get me anywhere. So I had no choice but to sluggishly go back. If this were a usual Friday, I would have dashed to the station before I could even dawdle or hesitate about something like this. After all, if this were a usual Friday, I would have been much more motivated to return to my apartment. I'm so caught up in these pointless thoughts that I hurriedly pressed the answer button on my cell phone without even checking the caller. I believed it to be Setsuna. Hello? Hello? But almost as if ridiculing my enthusiasm, rather than a laugh, all I can hear from the other side of the line is the sound of the city streets, just like the sound coming from my end of the line. Who am I speaking to? After that, I finally checked the number on the display. The display shows it's a payphone, something I haven't seen on the caller screen for a few years. Hello? Hello? Setsuna? The reason I asked that name first was for safety, because had I uttered the name of the person I most suspected and been wrong, there's no telling what would have happened. Even as I'm receiving a silent call, overwhelmed with impatience and unease, I still find myself acting in a sly and cool-headed manner, which makes me dislike myself even more. Is that you, Kazusa? What the hell are you doing? Weren't you the one who said we'd never meet again? Why would you call me? My voice is shaking terribly, but not from the cold. Weren't you never going to come near me ever again? Since I have a history with you?
I'm not near you. I'm only calling you, aren't I?
It's the same thing, you idiot.
Don't call me an idiot. Don't treat me like I belong to you.
Why did you call me, Kazusa? Is it fun for you to torment me like this? No. That's the first conclusion you come to without even asking?
You don't even have a fragment of kindness in you, do you?
Fine already. My bad. So, what is it? Keep it short, please. I never wanted to talk to her in this way. Even if I'm to tell her these things, I wanted to do it in a very different way.
If you want to keep it short, I can explain it with one sentence. Go disappear, you idiot.
Don't call me an idiot. Don't treat me that way. Hey, what's the matter, Kazusa? Or is there something you want to talk about?
You're the worst, you know? I've had enough.
I see. Goodbye then. But right now that I have promised Setsuna that I'd be waiting for her.
Sorry for bothering you. This time, I won't only never meet you again, but I won't call you either. It's goodbye forever this time. Goodbye.
Where are you right now? Yet, why am I afraid of crossing the line at the very end? No. What I'm doing isn't crossing the line.
I don't know where I am.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And Kazusa, too, continues to speak, even though she just proclaimed that this would be our final goodbye. Why is she answering me immediately, as if she's anticipating me to respond to her?
I'm inside the telephone booth for the time being. Fortunately, it's not too cold in here.
You're outside, right? Are you nearby?
Do you think I can answer that, given I have no idea where you are?
Kazusa in Onjuku. But it's not like there's anything wrong with this. I'm simply answering her in a professional way. I'm only helping her out a little.
What a coincidence. I'm also in Onjoku. I think.
You think? What is that supposed to mean?
I was in front of my hotel at first, but I have no memory of in what direction and how far I walked from there.
And? The way I'm speaking so calmly right now proves that.
How can I go back to the hotel?
You can just call a taxi, can't you? Did you call me just to ask for such an obvious answer? No, I suppose rather than calm, I'm being far too cold. I don't think I'd be able to act like this toward someone I didn't have an interest in.
The truth is, this number is the only one I remember. What's wrong with me?
Yet, this idiot is mixing strange hints into the conversation.
My mom's number, the number to the office, and our home number are all saved under my contacts.
Hey, what do you mean by that? She can call my number, which she knows by heart, but she can't call the other numbers that are saved in her phone's memory, and her call is from a telephone booth. Did your phone run out of battery? Did your phone die?
My phone. That was also inside with the rest.
Inside. Inside what? Something's wrong. Something's happened to Kazusa.
What happened to it? I had it on me when I got out of the taxi.
I immediately feel a chill go down my spine. The terrifying omen causes my knees to tremble. Don't tell me. Did you lose your phone? Normally, this wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I had it in my pouch along with the rest. I don't tend to walk around with things like that normally, so my mom had enough and bought it for me.
You didn't just lose your phone, but everything?
Yes, my clothes and accessories are all things Mom or people from the company bought for me. I mean, I never go out shopping by myself.
Wait a minute. Calm down. I'm the one who's not calm.
After all, I have no interest in clothes. I have no idea what I should wear. And that fashion journalist wanted to write about me. Is she an idiot or something?
Listen to me, Kazusa. Everything should be fine if you take a taxi and return to the hotel.
Why do I have to run away? I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't.
And Kazusa seems to have forgotten the reason she called me. If you don't want to explain your circumstances, just tell them to take you to the Kazusa building. I'm by the entrance over there, so I can...
I'm cold, Haruki. But I can't fall asleep. It's reasonable to say I'd die if I fell asleep.
Where are you right now?
I keep telling you that I don't know myself. You
Get it together, Kazusa. Come to your senses and think rationally.
That's impossible. I feel so feverish. I think it might be around 39 Celsius.
Call an ambulance. It's 119 in Japan.
Are you stupid? I can't use an ambulance as a taxi. I read in Kyograph that people doing that is becoming a problem recently, you know?
Kazusa! It's no use. She really has lost the ability to think straight. This isn't a situation I can run away from anymore. If I don't do something, she's helpless. What can you see nearby? What can you see? Yes, she's helpless. I have no choice but to do something.
Like I said, I'm in a telephone booth.
Concentrate and look. Do you see any distinctive buildings?
There's a McDonald's in front of me.
How many of those do you think there are in Onjuku? Of all the unique landmarks Kazusa could detect in her barely conscious states, she had to pick a world-famous hamburger chain. And...
Crap. To call it.
use of the 100 yen coin she paid with, whether she found it or if she had it in her pocket, had just run its course. A telephone booth and a hamburger restaurant. I try to narrow her location down with hints so vague that they could be straight from an orienteering competition. Found you. She was right in front of the station. Actually, thinking about it with a cool head, telephone booths nowadays are so rare that finding one is the hard part. The amount of people who regularly use one are so few that even if someone were to sit in one and never leave, no one would care. Are you okay? Not that there is any point in asking her that. After all, had this stubborn person been okay, she would have never relied on me, I think. Hey, Kazusa! You're late. I was only 5 minutes away from here, but in the end, it took me almost 30 minutes to get here. Because I had no idea she'd be in such an easy place to find. There are countless taxis right in front of her, and she could get on a train at any time. But more than anything, there's a map right over there. Anyway, stand up. You'll catch a cold if you stay around here. Though I can't tell her that in this situation, I couldn't say that, even if it wasn't Kazusa. It's too late. I'm on the verge of getting pneumonia. All the more reason to hurry. Come on, take my hand. I grab her outstretched hand and pull her up. You're heavy. Go to hell. Because Kazusa is barely exerting any strength, her entire body weight is resting in my arms. Anyone looking would think she had blacked out from drinking too much. No one could possibly know that this is the famous Toma Kazusa. Anyway, we're moving. Hang in there for a little bit. Okay. Kazusa shows a vague sign of agreement, even though her entire body and voice are still unsteady. And then she slowly glues herself to my back. Now, you listen here. You're taking a taxi today, so at least walk that far. She actually put her hands on my shoulders and tried to ride piggyback, just like that night in Strasbourg. Come on, get it together.
Okay.
After taking almost 10 minutes to get Kazusa to the taxi stand 50 meters away, I finally managed to get her inside the car. Point, I might as well have just given her a piggyback ride.
Where you going?
Ugh. Once Kazusa makes it to her seat, she starts breathing heavily and averts her eyes towards the window, as if she's trying to avoid my gaze. Even though the window is already wet from the rain, her breath clouds it white, proving just how high her body temperature is. To Minami Sweatsugo, please. That's why I couldn't ask her. The name of her hotel. That is surely right around the corner.